Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. Haven't done a video for a bit of time. Last video I done was Everest, a 3D Blu-ray review. This video is going to be my thoughts on what I thought Batman vs Superman was, in my opinion. I was going to do an actual review, a proper review, but I'm not going to do a proper review until the 3D Blu-ray comes out, and then I'm going to do a 3D Blu-ray release instead. I think that might be more of what I'm going to do. This is just basically what my thoughts on what I thought on the cast and what I thought on the story. So it's kind of like a mini review, but it's not a proper review. I was meant to do this a long time ago, but me and my fiance, we've been trying to do our own channel, and we're struggling a bit. So I've been spending most of my time trying to film different videos for that channel. I thought I'd finally try and come back to this one. I've got two other mini reviews to do after this. I've got my thoughts on Civil War, and the other day I went to go see Apocalypse, so I've got that one coming as well. But let's get started back to this one. This is the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice mini review. So I call it a mini review. Screw it, why not? Basically, when I first found out that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, I kind of wanted it to happen. I'm not a huge Affleck fan. I mean, there's a couple of films that he's done that I liked, but I really wanted to see what he could do with Batman. And everyone had their doubts. Everyone was saying that, oh, Affleck can't be Batman because of his Daredevil thing. Which, in fairness, it's weird because I liked Daredevil. Not as much as I thought I would, but I did still like the film. I didn't mind it as much. But I wanted to see what his take on Batman was. And in fairness, if you look at the picture to my right, he looks like the comic Batman. He's got the jawline, he's got the body structure. Not saying that Christian Bale was a bad Batman. Christian Bale was an amazing Batman. But Affleck looks like the Batman in the comics that's supposed to be Batman. And he fits it well. And from what I saw of his performance in the film, he tries to do the voice, and that's a little bit of a downside. But as Bruce Wayne, he is a great Bruce Wayne. As Batman, he is probably more like the idyllic Batman in the film, because he's got the, like I said, he's got the right structure, he's got the right stance. It's not all like heroicified. It's more like slouching down, looking over the world, and I like that. I think it was a great choice. Now, alongside him as the famous butler Alfred, they starred an amazing British actor, Jeremy Irons. As you already know, he's been in so many films. The most memorable films I've seen him in was Dungeons and Dragons, Aragon, I think my most favourite, which was Die Hard with a Vengeance, where he plays the brother. I always forget. I know it's Snape, but I always forget the name of the main bad guy. But he plays the brother to seek revenge on. Damn it! I'm not a big fan of Die Hard, so try and remember the names. Damn it! Screw it. Anyway, Bruce Willis. Okay, he was seeking revenge on Bruce Willis, but all I know is he played the German commander kind of thing, left the riddles, and I liked his portrayal in that film. But yeah, him as Alfred took a different leap because he's not really that old. Alfred was always known as the really old butler, and yet he actually played a not as old but more like just mature version of Alfred, and he had like a really serious charm to him, which was great. Then yet again, returning from Man of Steel, we have Henry Cavill, and yet again another great British actor, but can do accents quite well. I think I liked Man of Steel. I just didn't like the fact that he obviously, when he broke Zod's neck and when he was more like darker side of Superman, he's caused so much destruction trying to take him down, and it's weird seeing Superman that kind of light. But for this series of DC films, I know DC's trying to go down this dark route because Marvel's already going through the more colourful, lighter films. DC doesn't want to be like Marvel. They want to have their own intake of what heroes could be. And the fact that most heroes aren't heroes. Most heroes are just people trying to do what they think is right. So it's more like vigilante. So it's going to be darker because it's going to be more aggressive than what Marvel can do, and I think they're doing a good job. I think Batman vs Superman was a success for the film. It was supposed to be. There is a lot of flaws, but it was still the success it was supposed to be, and that's what made this film good. Then yet again, obviously you got the return of Amy Adams as Lois Lane. You got Lawrence Fishburne yet again as the editor-in-chief of Daily Planet. Yep, Daily Planet. One person I'm a bit upset about is Jesse Eisenberg. Now, I like Jesse Eisenberg. Now You See Me and Zombieland, two of the most amazing films I've seen him in so far. He's a brilliant actor. I didn't like the whole long-haired, goofy style, because Lex Luthor wasn't goofy. Lex Luthor was smart and intimidating. It's like he knew he was smart and he could challenge your intelligence with what he knew. And I like that about Luthor. I mean, I know, obviously, towards the end, he looks more like what Luthor was supposed to look like. But it's when you see it, there's just, every character has their feel. Everyone has that personal touch to their character. Like, you can see that when Henry Cavill is Clark Kent, he looks like Clark Kent. He looks more like Clark Kent than Superman, which is good, because it shows that he still has that unique flavour to him. Ben Affleck looks like Affleck when he's Bruce Wayne, which is where his downside is. But yet when he's in the Batsuit, you don't see Affleck, you see Batman, and that is what's unique about Affleck. So Eisenberg as Luthor, I couldn't see him anyway. I couldn't, even when he had the right head, I still could not see Luthor in him. I could only just see Eisenberg. And it's sad. It's kind of sad because he could have, I think if they'd given him better lines, he could have been a much better Luthor than he was. But I still give him credit. He tried to take on a really interesting role. It's not his fault he wasn't given the most amazing of lines to show the potential of what Luthor could be. Now, I do apologise. I've never seen the woman who played Wonder Woman, or I don't know her name in the film. I do apologise. I know she is also a famous actress. It's just I stopped watching Fast and Furious after, I think, Fast and Furious 5. I refused to watch the other two because it got to me a bit that the carrying it on, it became too big of a franchise, and it was all basically just the same thing. So I ended up getting a bit tired of it. So I don't know her name, and I do apologize, but she was amazing as Wonder Woman. I mean, I know she weren't really in it that much when she was playing the alter ego side, but when she dropped in the final battle and just, she literally took over the whole scene. There was nothing that Superman could do that made, because we already knew what Superman was doing and what he could do. We knew his potential, and I know we've seen the Wonder Woman series years ago, and we've read the comics about Wonder Woman, so we knew what she could do. But seeing her on the big screen, I mean, she had her bracelets, and she had, I think she even used the whip. I think she used the whip on Doomsday. That's another story. But she used the whip, and I think it was great how Doomsday was about to use the beams, and then she just drops down, boom, and it was like, yes. Completely stole the whole fight, which made it amazing. I kind of felt a bit sorry for Batman. If you watch the film again, look out for Batman, because I feel bad for him, because you got Superman's flying around and punching Doomsday and smacking him around. You got Wonder Woman leaping, with the little sword and slashing him and punching him and whatnot. And you got Batman just at the back of his little kryptonite gas gun, just kind of like, Like, the other two have powers, they can just kick the shit out of this dude. This is poor Batman with just a grenade gun of kryptonitic gases. Yeah. Overall, it was a great film. It did let me down terribly. I was expecting much more from this film. Now, I'm gonna say that's all the good I can say about this film is what I've mentioned so far. Is that I think Henry Cavill has definitely made up for his role in Man of Steel. He definitely did a better job in this. Affleck is an amazing Batman. Definitely the Batman we needed. Jeremy Irons is going to probably be the most iconic Alfred now. I feel sorry for Michael Caine, but I think Jeremy Irons is going to be the most iconic Alfred because of just how much younger they've tried to make him and how much more serious he's trying to be instead of consoling. Amy Adams is Lois Lane. But Lois Lane's been the same in every single film. She's just been the fanboy of Clark and Superman, so you can't really put much against. She's still a great actress. She still does the role brilliantly, but her role consists of one thing, and that's just fanboying Superman. So it's fangirling Superman. Sorry, but it's basically just that. Now is all the hatred towards the film. But in the credit, I'm gonna put like spoiler mini review, so I don't have to say spoilers every time I say something. So if you see it say spoilers in the top, you shouldn't be watching them. But if you've seen it, then you know anyway. Things I hated about the film. One, another origin story of Batman, which I know in every Batman film they have to try and show some bit of the origin. And the only reason they showed the origin this time was to show the new young Batman, or Bruce Wayne, sorry. The new young Bruce Wayne. His dad, who was played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I think that's his name. He played Dean's dad in Supernatural. He also played the comedian in Watchmen. You know, they wanted to show him. And they wanted to tie in the most dumbest thing of all about this film was the fact that as they were obviously lying in the alleyway, you know, Bruce's dad turns around to his wife and goes, "Martha." Yeah. Yep. Which then skips to the fight scene, which the fight scene was good. It was very short-lived, but it was good. Batman, aka Bruce Wayne, spent hours creating these Kryptonian weapons to kill Superman. It was his prime goal to kill the false god. He created these kryptonite grenades so that he had equal strength to Superman. He created the spear to pierce his heart. You know, you look. Obviously, if you read the comics and stuff, and if you watch the anime, The Dark Knight Returns 1 and 2, then you already know what happens. But for the people that are watching it, who's never read the comics and just they don't know what's going to happen. They're going, "Oh, is Batman going to? We hear that Superman dies in this. Is it Batman who's going to kill him?" And then he's holding the spear, and then as it goes, oh god, there's another bit about this that I'm going to talk about after this, but it's just that bit's so cringy. That bit makes me really sick. It's just like, save Martha. Why'd you say that name? And Lois comes along with her ginger hair. It's his mother's name. Oh. Okay. Fuck this weapon I've just spent like 2 to 3 days creating specifically for this purpose. I'll just toss it across the way because his mum and my mum share the same name. Now we're friends. Forget the fact that you could wipe out the whole planet with your eyes or your finger. No. Your mum's Martha. She's not even your real mum, by the way. I mean, she's a woman that found you when you crash landed on our planet. Yeah, no, never mind. She shares the same name with my mum. She must live. We must be best friends. Come on. Is there anyone in this say for example that I'm talking to whoever's watching this now. Everyone who's gonna watch this video. If your mum's name was Joan and you was about to kill a guy point blank, you'd spent hours planning this guy's death. And you've beaten him to shit. And he turns around and goes, "Oh, tell Joan I love her." So, why are you saying Joan for? Who's Joan? Ask my mum's name. Oh, my mum's called Joan. Bang. You're not gonna walk away and go, oh, well, you know, we could be friends. You know, Mother's called Joan, we can have a fucking teapot. No, 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 no. That would never happen. We wouldn't even say, who's Joan? We'd just go, bang. We wouldn't even ask. The real world wouldn't even give a shit. Could you imagine that with muggers today? Like, could you just imagine going out, guy comes up to you with a knife, oh, give me your phone. So please save Mary, Margaret, Joan, June, Julie. What are you saying Julie for? That's my mum's name. You're cool, don't worry. No, no, fucking no. Just no. The other bit is, I can't remember the whole line. I only remember the little bit of that line. But in The Dark Knight Returns, the anime 1 and 2, and in the comic, there's this specific line that was said to Superman from Batman during that fight. So Superman's laying on the floor, bloody to shit. Batman's picking him up and holding him. I can't remember the whole speech. All I know is at the end of it, Batman says the most chilling words possible. Which, I want you to remember to this day the man who beat you. And it weren't in the film. The last words were, save Martha. I don't usually show this much passion towards a film. But when it comes to these films are supposed to be amazing. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of comments, or probably just a few comments. I don't get many people to watch my videos. But if this one, for some reason, gets a lot of views and stuff, and people try and talk to me about stuff about it, then fine, I'm glad. I'm open to criticism. I'm also open to conversations. You want to have to talk and tell me what you thought about it. But half that shit should not have happened. Okay? It's like another bit that's stupid. Lex finds the spaceship that belonged to Zod, and he gained access to all knowledge of all the races in the universe. And now he's like the smartest human, smarter than any other alien, because he knows all the knowledge. This was meant to be an advanced technological species. Krypton was full of Kryptonians who had amazing knowledge. Did they not ever think to put a fucking password on their system? I mean, guys, we have a pin on our phones so our women do not access it. We are human beings. Even we are smart enough to go, ain't checking my messages. And they just went, oh, there's billions of other worlds out there that we know of already. We can trust it. When would that ever happen? Could you imagine if the military done that? Could you imagine if our defense system went, no, let's just leave it open. No one's going to go in there. Billions of other species out there. One planet has the knowledge of all these species, and you decide to go, we'll just leave the door unlocked. No. And I think I can't remember exactly how we got the knowledge. I think it's because the owner of the ship was dead. They said, like, oh, do you wish to take control of the ship? Yes, I do. Okay, here you go. That's like a guy coming up to you and saying, oh, cute baby. And you going, take it. You don't need this to become the kid's dad. I said I like the film, but this film had so much wrong, and it needed to be fixed. And I'm hoping, apparently there's going to be like an R-rated version or an extended version at some point in the future when it comes out with all these different scenes. Apparently make the film a bit better. Fuck me, I hope so. I really, really hope so. I've got so much hope that maybe, just maybe, they can save themselves for this. Now, as I said, this isn't a big review. This isn't a massive review of Batman vs. Superman. I know it sounds like it, but there's a lot more I want to get into, but I'm not going to do it until I've watched the 3D Blu-ray. Okay, so when that comes out and I get it, I'm going to pre-order it. I'm going to make sure I do my review the day it turns up. And when you pre-order off Amazon, they always turn up like a day or two beforehand. So as soon as mine gets through, I'm going to put it in, watch it, and then my review will be done straight away. That's it for this review specifically. And I apologize if my reviews aren't up like as cool or as outstanding as other reviewers out there. I know my videos don't come close to how amazing some of the other YouTubers are on here. I'm not doing this to try and be that famous. I'm not doing my videos to try and get noticed. It's just I don't have anyone in local circles to talk too much about films and that as much as I would like. So I like to just put my opinion out there to let people know that there are other people that have all these different opinions. I said I've got 2 more coming up tonight. Got one about Civil War. I've got a lot about that film as well, and about Apocalypse, and I'm looking forward to doing both of these. But for now, I'm going to turn this camera off, get myself a drink because I've got a very dry throat after shouting this much about, not really shouting, but getting myself worked up about the Batman v Superman errors. And yeah, but before I go, I want to show you something that's actually cool. In my local cinema, we went to go watch Apocalypse, about 2 or 3 days ago now. I think it was on Tuesday. We went, I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. And they have I showed you in my previous video, I got my Kylo Ren glasses. And they have this like dispensing machine. And they still had some in there, and I was looking to see if they got any new ones, like if they had any for Apocalypse, to see if they had like 3D glasses like Cyclops' visor or Apocalypse's designed ones. I was still looking to see if they had any Captain America Civil War ones, so like Vision, Black Panther didn't. All they had was Kylo Ren, Stormtrooper, Kung Fu Panda, Angry Birds, Superman and Wonder Woman, and and I tell you what, I'm so happy because I've got 2 sets of novelty 3D glasses. I've got Optimus Prime ones for Age of Extinction, and I've got the Kylo Ren ones, and they're quite thick plastic and bulky, and they're really tight on my head, so I can't wear them, which I didn't know about obviously until I bought them. I had to buy them first. These ones are actually, they look small, but they're actually quite big, so I can actually put these on, and they're not tight on my forehead, so I can actually like use these to watch my films. Like, these are so lovely, and I love these, and I love the creases in the nose. These aren't the glasses that I need, but these are the glasses that I deserve. Anyway, YouTube, this is my Batman vs Superman mini review. Please like, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next videos, and see you later.